Okay, so I created a PowerPoint to just organize my gummy bear osmosis at home experiment a little better, but I will get right into it. So I'll show you my results. What happened to my gummy bears? So my results were not aligned with the hypothesis that I had and also with the knowledge I have of hypertonic, hypotonic solutions, as well as osmosis, as well as Dr. Cap's photo and reference. I have a few reasons for that, and I explain kind of my reflections or mistakes, or just different variables in my last slide of why I think what happened happened. But for now, I will go through my slides in order. So for the hypertonic solution, this is the yellow gummy bear. It was placed in a cup full of salt water for actually over 10 hours. I wound up getting it at 12 hours. And then for my hypotonic, which is the water, this actually was, or it carried out in the way that I expected. It was going to expand the most and be the largest. And this was placed in tap water. This gummy bear was placed in tap water for, again, 12 hours. And then the isotonic, which is the plain one, I just wanted to include that for reference. It was just placed also in a cup, but with nothing in it. So why did this happen for the hypertonic solution? So the yellow gummy bear and the salts. I answered the question, why did this happen, assuming or pretending that it did shrink. And then I answered the question, why did this happen, I guess, in my last slide of my actual results. So although I hypothesized my yellow gummy bear would have shrunk, my yellow gummy bear did expand a bit. If everything was carried out perfectly according to osmosis, it should have caused the water to be forced out of the gummy bear because of the low concentration in the salt water and the high concentration in the gummy bear. I guess I should mention diffusion. Diffusion is just the active movement of a substance from a hypertonic to hypotonic until an isotonic solution, which is equal concentration, is reached. So the salt in the water is moved inside the gummy bear through that process. And I also believe that the salt aids in pushing the water out of the gummy bear. So as well as the water, the salt in our hypertonic solution is moved from a high concentration to a low concentration. And why did this happen? Hypotonic solution. I should have incorporated a picture again of each one, but my green gummy bear was the one in tap, which expanded the most. The hypotonic solution, it caused this gummy bunny to expand and get larger because of the process of osmosis, which moves the water from a high concentration to a low concentration. And then for this instance, the low concentration was inside this gummy bear, which allowed for the water to move inside, causing the gummy bear to swell and enlarge. And then I just added this. Why did this happen? And this is just for the plain gummy bear. Why did the plain gummy bear stay the plain gummy bear? But isotonic solutions are even in and out, so water is evenly moved in and out. So in this case, because it was in nothing and it wasn't in an actual, like, submerged in water, it's neither gained nor released water, so of course it stayed the same. And then I just added this slide because I wanted to redo it. I wanted to redo the experiment just to make sure my salt gummy got smaller than the original, but then I realized that this is part of an experiment, and even though it didn't align with what I knew should have happened, it's still like the truth of what did happen. So I think that there's a few different reasons. I'm not sure exactly which one, or if it's a mix or an accumulation of a few, but in hindsight, if I were to do this again, I would probably, one, just add more salt to the water. I wasn't sure how much I should use, and I probably could have been a little more heavy-handed. So it could have been that there just wasn't enough salt. The second thing I was thinking was maybe the salt wasn't dissolved. I will say that I don't know if I checked very well to see if there was any salt in the bottom. I stirred for a bit, but there's a good chance that it just wasn't fully dissolved. So there was those two variables that I thought of. I also wanted to check back on it and, think maybe it would shrink if I just left it out for a little bit, but that didn't seem to happen. Maybe a little bit, but still not enough to make it smaller than the plane. But those were my true and honest results. And I know part of an experiment is having true, honest results and then reflecting on them. So if I were to do it again, like I said, I would make sure the salt is fully dissolved and probably put a little bit more. So that was my presentation, and thank you.